Hello, hello. How is everyone tonight? It's actually Super Bowl night here, but we don't watch football here, and that's where we're unusual because we don't watch football. But I wanted to film this and then put it straight up here to YouTube, because I'm gonna start doing more straight to videos to YouTube. So please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. But I'm going to be doing a little real talk while I'm doing my hair. I've been trying to mix things up and sometimes do hair videos, sometimes do makeup, do a wide variety of things, as well as, showcase some of the products we've been using, and kind of give you all a little more connectivity to what I do and my life, and all that kind of thing. So anyway, one thing I want to talk about while I'm here is how part of the reason why I'm not on here as much. Okay, so first thing I'm just going to talk about, first I'm going to show the hair things. I'm going to put some thermal protectant spray. This is a Chi product. This is a Chi collaboration product with Avon. So you can get, this is also a sample size. The full size is up here. I showed these in my last video, and today I just kind of let my hair just blow dry it, just didn't even put anything in for the curls. I just got the water out and I pulled half of it up, and I had other things going on, so I didn't straighten it. I didn't do anything. This is just its natural state, and I just pulled up some of my bangs. I left some pieces down, and then I pulled up the other half up here into this little ponytail thingy. Okay, or else my hair would be like a bush. Okay, so I'm spraying the thermal protectant spray. And so anyway, real talk here. So part of the reason why I'm not on here that much is because, for one thing, YouTube changed its rules. Okay, YouTube changes rules, and they did some things where the lower numbers you have. Now I'm using a flat iron, and after spraying the thermal protection, the lower numbers you have, the less they'll promote you. Okay, and so that means is what they used to do was anything that had to do with any kind of a topic. Let's say you're watching something about makeup, or you're watching something about hair, and it didn't, matter how many, it just, anything that was just new and randomly put up that had something to do with what you were watching, that would come along the side. Okay, that would be on the side, and you'd be like, oh wow, that looks interesting, let me click on that. Okay, they don't do that anymore. A person has to have, a channel has to have a certain amount of, I'm going to put some hairspray on it here, a certain amount of followers, a very high number of followers, before YouTube will promote them. Okay, so what does that mean? That means me, low on the totem pole of followers and subscribers. I mean, for as far as YouTube is called, so the amount of subscribers. So however many subscribers you have, the lower number you have, the less they will promote you, which is really terrible, because it's people like me who really need the help. Okay, we need the help for promotion, because we're the little guy. I'm the low woman on the totem pole of tutorials. Okay, so, and it helps that if I put more content. Okay, so I'm just posting, I'm trying to film as much content as possible, post as much content as possible. It doesn't matter if it's stuff I film from Facebook, from my Facebook Lives, which are a lot of my things I post, or if it's new stuff, or it's stuff I post from other places. Anyway, so that's a huge problem. Okay, so one thing is, that's why it's so important that you like and subscribe, hit thumbs up if you like this video. Okay, so say 400 people watch this video and only 20 hit thumbs up, then they think only 20 like that people, even though maybe all 400, maybe 398 people really liked it, but only 20 people hit thumbs up. So you have to please hit thumbs up as many times, as often as, for every person who's watching it and really enjoys this video. Okay. Then please subscribe. The more subscribers, of course, as I was saying, is the more people who subscribe to my channel, the more it will help, okay? This is what a difference a flat iron makes. Okay, so the more people subscribe, the more it helps me, okay? And so because that there is that situation, it also affects that, you know, if you don't have high numbers, they won't let you do lives anymore. Okay, I used to be able to do lives, even though I couldn't see what the comments were. They still would never ever let me do a live. Okay, like I would do them, but nothing happened. Right, nothing happened. But what they did is they even took that away from me. Okay, they would take that away from me, which would mean anybody who wanted to watch a live video on here is only watching a live video of people that they're already following, or that are people who have high numbers. So if you're a person with low amount of followers or subscribers, you can't do a live, okay? So people can't find you if they, in that moment, they want to say, oh, I want to watch a live makeup video. And I happen to be on YouTube, and they could find me. But they can't if I'm not allowed to do them, right? Okay, so because, once again, YouTube's rules, okay? YouTube put a lot of these screwy rules into place, and, you know, and so we just have to do. So basically, I have to do as much as I can to build up my followers and my subscribers here, okay? Now, I have a lot of people who watch me on Facebook, considering the amount of people I'm friends with, okay? I still don't have all that high numbers on Facebook, like for people who watch my lives. I have people like who watch, and the thing is, and I'm just gonna say it, because I'm older, the majority of people who watch me later on. They don't know how to do a live. They'll say, they get freaked out if I say their name, okay, because people will tell me, oh my God, you said my name, oh my God, does that mean you can see me? Because they think it's like FaceTime, okay? They get off. They'll jump right off right away because they think I can see them, and if their hair and makeup looks bad, they won't be on, okay? And it's a logical, I know it sounds crazy because they don't know how Facebook Live works or any kind of, you know, video live. All they know, some of them only know Facebook, okay? And or doing a FaceTime or Skype where I'm talking to you, and then you can see me, and I can see you, and we have a conversation, right? Or like a Zoom, right? But the thing is that's so they think that when I come on and I see their name, that I can see them, and so they don't want me to see them looking bad, especially if they're home and it's around the house and blah 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 blah. Okay, but they don't understand that I can't see them. They don't even know what it means when I tag. Okay, they don't know any of that stuff. So it's extremely hard to build because the majority of my friends, I have some that know how to do lives, and some of those people I met in makeup groups who know how to do lives and understand and all that stuff. But a lot of people don't. I mean, it's shocking to know that, but a lot of people just know Facebook. They go on Facebook. They might say happy birthday. They know how to post things like that. Or sometimes it's write happy birthday in the wrong place. They don't even know about Messenger. They don't know what private messages mean. They don't check their PMs. They just have a Facebook page because their kids or, you know, whoever showed them how to set it up, and that's it. Okay? So it's sad but true. Oh, also, I'm using the Chi Enviro Spray, also found on my website. So that's my dilemma, okay? That's my dilemma, and it's a tough situation. Many people know how to, or many of them might watch YouTube videos, but they don't know that, you know, to subscribe because they don't have YouTube channels themselves or a YouTube account. And so, you know, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So it's, you know, it's taking me, it's a very, very, very slow climb, okay? It's a very slow climb. And, you know, I'm doing my best because this is my main thing right now, okay? It's my main thing. My hair business has dwindled down significantly because of, you know, because because of COVID. And plus it's a combination of my own choices around COVID, and trying to protect myself, as well as other people who, like, because I'm not doing any professional makeup. Okay, I'm not doing it. Anybody who's doing a wedding right now, unless I was wearing a spacesuit, okay, for them to have their mask off and me do their makeup, I would have to be in a spacesuit to feel protected, okay? I know there are some makeup artists who are wearing shields and masks and stuff, and doing someone else's makeup, the other person's makeup, and their mask is off, okay? But, it's all on what we feel comfortable, and because I'm 55, I have to be careful. So, and I have some health issues, so, so there's that. Okay, so because of that, my in-person makeup business completely has dwindled. I'm not doing any weddings. Same thing with my, I'm not doing any special occasion hair because of this similar kind of reason, So, and plus, anybody who's doing something, throwing a big party and thinking people aren't going to get sick from it are in la la land. Because we know, there are people having weddings, and then a week later, their parents are coming, or 2 weeks later, their parents are coming down with it, and people getting sick, and, it's crazy, but it's true, okay? So, that's the reality, okay? So, anyway, so I don't want, it's so easy for me to get sick, and I really can't afford to get sick, okay? I'd rather, take the cut in income and keep my health in check than to keep working through the pandemic at that level and then risk getting sick. Okay. So that's my situation. Okay. So I'm just taking small sections. And, so because of that, Avon is my main thing right now. And, so that's a big part of it. And so that's why I'm doing so many Avon driven videos. At one point I was doing more hair and celebrity talk and all this kind of, and a lot of pop culture talk, and or mixing it up and having some stuff. And I may still start doing a little more of that. See, isn't that pretty? I may start doing more of that again, but right now the reason why is because this is my main thing, okay? This is my main thing. This is like what's bringing in income, and I was able to earn a promotion during this time, which is crazy. I was able to do, I'm trying to find, where's that piece? There we go. I was able to hit a goal that many leaders don't even hit, Some of the people there was one lady who won $1 million team. She has $1 million team, okay, her team, and she's a really big team. Together they earned $1 million and she won an award, but she only hit President's Club this past year herself from her own sales, which means you sold $10,000 worth of product or more. I've been in it 2 years. She's been in it 17 years and built up this big team. My team is not that big. My team does not have a lot of big sellers, okay? But I hit President's Club this year after only my second year. So I'm proof that, people can find success with this kind of business, with this kind of direct sales business. And it's not a cult. It's not a cult. It's not some crazy thing. It's not a pyramid scheme. It's not, it's not any kind of crazy that people are scared about. It's Avon. It's the company's been here for 135 years. We're selling at our 135th anniversary and all that stuff. So yeah, that's some big news. And so I'm very proud to have earned that level of President's Club. And so that's why I'm concentrating so much on my online sales. Because I'm at home, people can order from my website. Or even if they're local, I can, put in an order for them and deliver, and then give them some samples and have them try things out. And even with socially distancing and just dropping things off and then texting them to let them know I dropped off an order. And without the whole, thing of having to, because my beauty business had died down, then consider a part-time job doing some other kind of weird random thing that would also put my health at risk. So that's my story right now. So because of that, that's why I'm concentrating so much on the Avon business. And but the hard thing is when people, there's a whole generation of people who are fine with online shopping, and they're fine with knowing how to, knowing when to shop, and knowing that this code will give you a deal or a discount, or knowing how to look for something. If I say, hey, just look for this, do a search, blah, 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 and they'll know to do a search, And then there's other people who they are just not, they're not internet savvy, and, they don't know Periscope from password to, they're not. So I have customers who are in their teens, and I have a customer who's 94 years old in an assisted living place, It's just, Avon covers a lot of bases and covers a huge amount of ground in terms of their clientele. And I'm proud of that. But, because of that, you have to be very patient and know how to work with people. Boy, let's see the difference in, straightening and curling and all that stuff. So, anyway, having these kinds of limitations. Okay, so then there's also Instagram. Instagram, it's a great forum and all this, but like from Instagram, I can't save a live, or at least I can't haven't been able to figure out how to save a live that I do over on Instagram to then put over here. And that's another thing, so, we have all these, I can do something over there. So all my information is always down below. Okay. My Facebook information is down below. My Instagram information is down below. My website, my everything. Anyway, all the different ways you could follow me, Pinterest even, all that stuff. That's all down below. So if you want to find me and you want to see some of my, different pictures and pictures of products and more information, I have things over there too. I have things over there. And I have things, so you can see, more about more different posts, a wide variety. If you want to join my VIP group on Facebook, the name of the group is down below. Everything is down below. So, pretty easy to find, pretty easy to find. And, it's not like, but, you have to, if you're really interested in being a part of it, if you want to see more, that's where I often are, because there's not as much heavy criteria there holding me back as here. So the main thing is getting myself up to some numbers here so that I can build to where I'd like to be, and get to the level so that I can, where I have enough followers so that I can be in, in that range where my stuff gets promoted. So now, granted, there were a couple of things, because I've been doing videos, okay? I've been doing videos, and some of the content we made early, I started making videos for here in 2010, what it was I had another YouTube channel where I was just posting all kinds of different random stuff where I thought was funny or interesting things, and sometimes it was off of TV, but then of course there was limitations there because it wasn't my own original content, blah, 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 blah. I even had a video go viral, because it was posted because of something I posted, got posted on some crazy kind of political kind of page, and then it went crazy. I don't know, it was a whole thing. That's a long story. That's a story for another time. So anyway, but then when I decided to start my own kind of video channel like this, with this, for BibaGirrrl that went alongside my BibaGirrrl blog, which, you know, kind of like a sub thing to go hand in hand, there was a lot of things I didn't know. Okay, it was like early days for me, and I didn't know about tagging. I didn't know about, there was a lot of stuff. I would just throw up stuff and just hope for the best, and then wonder why my stuff wasn't going viral, and what was wrong with my stuff, and all that kind of thing. So anyway, another thing that was happening was that I did not know, even like in the last 2 or 3 years. So finally, and then, what I was going to say was, when I had my old channel and then I created this new one, of course I wasn't making any money because they said that I had 2 channels. And you can't have 2 channels and earn money. So I got rid of the other one. I had to start fresh. Even everything that I was doing on here was I had to start fresh. I had to make a completely new channel. I had no way to message any of those people because, I mean, we still don't have private messaging here unless there's something I don't know about. I had no way to tell people over the other channel, hey, I'm going to be just over here. So I lost all those people. Then, so I start from scratch, and you know, and then there were these things that I didn't even know, like certain boxes had to be checked a certain way, and I assumed when they were asking me, is this video made for kids? I was thinking, well, no, it's not. I'm not doing kids stories on here. This is not. But I didn't. It's not an adult nature. My stuff is not of an adult nature. But I was like, no, my stuff isn't made for kids. So I always had that box checked, which actually held me back because later on, I was going, well, maybe I should switch boxes because I'm not doing anything adult here. I'm just not doing like singing little kids songs. So as soon as I switched it, because my stuff is family friendly, and I thought, okay, well, maybe they mean family friendly. So then I switched it, and now I'm getting more viewers, okay? So, like, even things like that. If you don't know, if you misunderstand something, it's just like a school quiz or something. You misunderstand that question, you check that box wrong, you're in a heap of trouble, right? Right? So it's the same kind of thing. So my misunderstanding kind of threw me off, like wasted like 2 years of my time on here. Well, you know, that can be really tiring. And so sometimes like I get really bummed out because I'm like, God, I keep putting on this thing and I'm not getting any views, or I'm hardly getting any views at all, or I'm hardly anything's happening, and why is this happening to me, and and then they'll say, you know, they send us things like saying, oh, if you're a content creator, you should watch this. None of that stuff is answering these kinds of questions, you know, or at least I had never found that. So explaining these things to me, I was like, well, how is it that everyone at, you know, under a certain age or whatever is getting so many views, and they're getting so many things, and they're getting the yada, 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 you know, and so many things that, you know, getting so many shares, and getting so many likes, and getting so many this, and this. And I wasn't getting it. So then, you know, as soon as I click that box, start getting more views, and you know, and as well as posting my videos on my Pinterest. And I guess because Pinterest, you know, has such a big, broader range of people who are, you know, mostly women, or mostly, you know, people who are looking for certain things, or so anyway, I've been able to get more, but it's still nowhere near as what I need, you know. So I appreciate the support that for everybody that's watching me and that following me and doing all these things, and, you know, subscribing and all that, and sharing me on all the other platforms. But the hardest thing is going from scratch, from nothing, to you know, the thousands, the 100,000s, the 250 50,000, where it can really not only boost my own personal sales, but it just starts, your algorithms get higher, and you get more attention paid, and all that kind of thing. So, that's where I would like to be. I would love to be at that stage. And so I'm going to be starting to do more contests in here. The hardest thing is, though, because I know I have a lot of international people who watch me, and the problem is with the mail. Okay, international mail is so difficult now. So if the last time I did one, it was somebody in England who won, and for me to send one $7 bottle of bubble bath, it cost me $40 to send that. 25 to 40, sometimes 35, 40, sometimes $55 for if they won one $7 one bottle of bubble bath. That is only $7.49 from the Avon catalog. It's a lot of money to invest in. In a contest that help grow viewers. To help grow viewers and to make good on the content on the winner, which is fine. It's wonderful having an. But that would be fine if I was there are people on here who are buying homes and cars, multiple homes and cars and things from their YouTube channels, from the money they're earning on YouTube, or at least getting their bills paid. If I was getting bills paid on here, I would think $40 or $50 or even $100 to send something to another country would be no big deal for me. Okay, but right now that's a lot to do to increase the channel. I'm already investing a lot of money to send packages all around the country. Sometimes having people have free shipping and things, or having them pay minimal shipping. Just to be nice and to get, more orders and, that kind of stuff. So I'm already investing at that level. So, I have a lot of things going on in that way. Anyway, I just want to kind of talk about that and let you guys know, why so many of my videos are from Facebook to here, because at least I know on Facebook that I'm getting I don't have to pay for, some people do pay for promotion, and I may get to that point where I'll be paying for promotions, but I don't. At least I already know I have an audience there already that I know is interactive and that's active and that's, and communicating. If people even could start commenting more, or if people could, that just things in general, more interaction and more communication, that would be really, really wonderful. Because that way people at Facebook would know, if you like something I do, okay, not just hitting thumbs up, but if you like the makeup I do, if you like what I'm doing with my hair, or you like, a question about a product or something, feel free to comment. Don't be shy, don't be scared that I'm going to be judging you if you ask a question that doesn't, it might seem like, might feel like some people are self-conscious to ask questions because they feel like, oh, I'm asking a stupid question or whatever. It's like, don't worry about it. The more involvement and the more engagement I have on my channel, then people on the YouTube powers that be will see and understand that, oh, hey, she's got a following. She's got people asking questions, right? So everything helps me, okay? So I'm putting a little bit of, this is the repairing serum, the cheap repairing, also in a much bigger bottle, okay? I'm putting that down here. And, see how much better? Oh my god. It's like a fun kind of like a 60s kind of a look. Kind of little Bardot moment, But God, what a difference flat ironing makes, and what a difference just like, you know, curling the ends a little bit. And so, you know, so that's pretty much where I'm at right now. I'm trying to do as much as I can, considering all that is involved in, you know, building up a channel. It's hard because I built a Facebook. I'm trying to build up my Instagram. I'm trying to build up here. I'm trying to build up in so many places. And, you know, without being redundant, you know, I'm trying not to repeat and try. I mean, of course, there's some things you're gonna say often on a YouTube channel, like, you know, please hit subscribe, please hit thumbs up, and please, you know, share my video, and you know my links in the comments, and yada yada yada, and you know, those kinds of things, I guess, that are kind of redundant and are kind of like a given. But you know, some things, like, you know, kind of adding new content and trying to create some new things and that are more interesting and relevant to, that makes me different. You know, that's why I try to joke around a lot, because to me, humor is so important right now with the way the world is and with what's happening. You know, and my personality is just I can't shut it off. If I think some kind of goofy weird thought, I'm gonna say it. Whether, you know, people might think, oh, you know, she's doing some, you know, glamour kind of thing, and then she's making some dumb joke, or you know, whatever. You know, that's just who I am. You know, that's just my like how my mind works. I can't change how that is. And, you know, I mean, I'm not everybody's cup of tea because of that, because I'm not just, you know, coming on and going, you know, hi, and I'm not like, I'm going to be like some cutesy, you know, cheerleader type, and I'm not complaining about a lot of stuff, and I'm not, you know, I'm just myself. And I had a lot of issues. You know, I had years where I was extremely self-conscious on camera because of my stuttering, and because of my ADHD, and because of my, you know, weird things with my face, and when I would have pictures taken, and it's taken me probably about a decade, 2010 or 11 years old, 11 years ago, from when I started, to being just completely comfortable, having a little thing, have more control over my expressions and my face, and you know, not, you know, so it was a lot of things I had to overcome, and not being self-conscious about my weight, and not being self-conscious about, you know, where I'm at or my age, and just saying screw it. You know, I have to you know, find an answer to this situation that we were in, and it's, things are getting better, and have gotten better as my confidence grew, and as my self-esteem grew, and I know that I can help other people who also had these issues, and also had were kind of in a situation with their income being limited, or especially if you were stuck at home and you need to help yourself, and help yourself get out of a bad situation. And you know, and I'm gonna start doing more videos where I talk about some of our challenges, some of the challenges I had growing up. I still have my body issues video that I made last summer in August, when I was with that Women's Empowerment Summit that was all virtual, and I have to figure out how to edit certain things with that before I post it. It's been taking me, I mean, I've had that in my phone since I made it. Okay, and I submitted it to them and for the summit in August, and I said I would sit on it for like 2 or 3 months till, you know, the summit and all the people who paid wanted to see it over again. But I was going to put it up then, and it's taken me my own head to get out of my own stress of worrying what other people were going to think just knowing that aspect of my life. Now, I talk about it with my friends, my personal friends, or people who know me, who are close to me, but to just have it out there. And my story is not unique. Some parts of my story are unique, but overall, as a plus-size person, as a person who's, had weight issues and body issues, my story is pretty similar to a lot of other people's story. But anyway, so, that's coming, okay? So look for that. And I'm going to be doing more kind of real talk kinds of things over here, as well as some like fun things that Patrick and I may do together, or more stuff with products, or more just straight to you guys, or just also as well, I'm going to be posting boom, boom, boom. Every time I film a Facebook Live, or, any kind of from somewhere else and I have it saved, I'm going to be slamming it in here. I'm slamming it in here. So be prepared, be ready. And then plus I'm resharing them. Once I save it, I'm sharing them over to other places too. So, and I'm, because the more I post here, the more content that's on here, and the more that people can see it, and it will help us, So I'm also considering either setting up some. I do have a Cash App, and so if people want to tip me in that with a Cash App, it's there, and so that helps too, and I'm possibly thinking of setting up a Patreon, but I'm not really sure about that. There's just a couple other places I'm considering doing something where people will pay. Maybe a Fiverr thing, Fiverr.com, something, but that's still only limiting to $5. So I'm considering those things too. But anyway, I just wanted to come in here, talk to you guys. So I'm just kind of like being real and hoping you guys can get on board with helping me out here to get things growing, and the more help, it's just like my hair, the more shine you add, the better it looks, the more shares, the more growth we can go on here, and the more personal growth we can kind of do together, And so anyway, thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for following. Thanks so much for all that you do. And I just appreciate the support always. And I'm very excited for the new people who I'm meeting, I'm getting to know, who have sought me out, who are already in Avon, who have said that I'm inspiring to them, and they're wanting to be in my group page and to learn more about for my team, and learn and have their own businesses grow. I'm very flattered, and I'm honored and inspired back to you, to be, it inspires me to know that more people are enjoying what I do here. So anyway, thanks always. I hope you all have a great evening. I hope you stay safe. I hope your family members are safe, and keep watching, keep sharing, and keep subscribing. So I'll see you next time. Talk to you later. Bye.